Hey there, Pisces, my fellow Pisceans. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to just check in with you and see how it's going because I wanted to just talk about Saturn very briefly as I can, because as you all know, he has been in our sign for the past few years. And boy, oh boy, has it been intense. If you're not resonating with this at all, this video is not for you. But if you're a Piscean or you've got strong Pisces placements and you've been going through a lot of tests, a lot of lessons over the past few years, then you may be feeling the effects of Saturn's influence and his teachings, because let's not forget, he is a great teacher, but he is a massive force that just wants us to get things done. And in Pisces, he has brought structure to a rather boundless sign. But also, he has been trying to get us in alignment with our spiritual truth, with our soul's truth. So it's harsh energy for Pisces. Pisces can soften it a bit, but overall, this is about allowing us to go through lessons and testing times in order to push those boundaries, in order to show us where we've given our power away, in order to really show us where rules are working for us or not working for us, and where we need to put our own rules in place. Of course, we've got the overall message going on within the astrology about healing our sovereignty. So we need to stand up for ourselves. We need to do what we want to do and pursue what we want to pursue. And that takes guts, courage, boldness, authenticity, and assertiveness. But remember, boundaries are a key part of this. And for Pisceans, I know for myself, this resonates a lot, and many of you out there may feel the same, that boundaries are not always an easy thing, because being very empathic and being very motivated by helping other people, boundaries, you might be thinking, what boundaries? What are boundaries? So over the past few years, we might have been put into situations where we've had to learn about boundaries. We've had to understand boundaries. We've had to put them in place. And it's not just limited to that, of course. I mentioned about giving our power away. And have we been really operating from that perspective of what we want? Or have we been driven by the needs of others? Remember, it's that very empathetic, spiritual sign that does want to look after others. And that's not a bad thing. But the spotlight has had to go back onto us as Pisceans, okay? And it may be resonating for those of you out there who have got strong Pisces placements, or those of you who just simply resonate with the energy, because the collective is not immune to this, okay? If it's a path that you're on and you're aligning with the energy, the collective is not immune, regardless of zodiac sign, okay? It's not dependent on that. But Pisces, you know, Saturn being in the sign of Pisces, at some point is going to form a conjunction with that person's sun in their natal chart in Pisces, okay? So therefore, there's going to be that heightened energy on the soul, and this is where these soul lessons can be coming up. And of course, karmic situations, because Saturn rules karma as well. So it's been a lot for Pisceans, but it's not to say it's not been a lot for everybody else, because you've got Pisces somewhere in your chart. So Saturn is going to be having something to say somewhere in your chart. And of course, if you're a Pisces rising, that's going to, you know, influence your first house. And of course, those ascendant traits. If you've got a Pisces moon, you know, that's within the emotional home. So it's going to depend on your chart. Of course, it's very unique. But I'm addressing this mainly for the Piscean collective, because I want to get a feeling of how you're all doing with this and how you've overcome what you've needed to overcome the past few years. So Pisces, and anyone else that resonates with this, particularly because of Saturn's residency in Pisces, please drop a comment and let me know. Are you a Pisces sun? Are you a Pisces moon? Are you a Pisces rising? Do you have other prominent placements in Pisces? Let me know in the comments. And I'll share this as well. For me, I'm a Pisces sun. Okay, I've got a lot of placements in Pisces. But my ascendant is Virgo, the opposite sign to Pisces. And my Saturn is in Virgo. So not only have I had to overcome Saturn's impact on my soul essence, the sun, when it comes to soul lessons and things like that. But there's also been an opposition with my natal Saturn. So it has felt quite heavy on the lessons. And again, there may have been similar things for you out there as well, because of the aspects that the planets and the planetary bodies make. It's all unique to us. So I'm really interested to know how you've navigated this period of time. And of course, as we progress now towards the end of Saturn's residency in Pisces, which is coming up mid-Feb, he'll then be moving into Aries. And what we've gone through within the Pisces era is going to help those that are going to go through it in the Aries period of time. So Aries zodiac signs particularly because of the sun being there, but also other people with prominent Aries placements. So let's use that wisdom of what it's all been about for us in Pisces, and what Saturn's residency and his presence in Pisces has shown us, in order to help guide other people around us that may be going through similar things. Okay? It's very important. We can understand Saturn's teachings, gain the wisdom from it, and then help other people. And it's that ripple effect of helping each other through these difficult times. Okay? And they have been quite tumultuous over the past few years anyway, haven't they? Well, since 2020, for example. But Saturn's residency in Pisces started off 7th of March 2023, and it came not long after a full moon in Virgo. Well, he's going to depart Pisces on the 13th or 14th of Feb, depending on where you are in the world. For us in the UK, 14th of Feb. And then he'll be in Aries and he'll join Neptune. But they're going to form a major conjunction on the 20th of Feb. And that's only a few days after the year of the fire horse starts. And we will also be in Pisces season at that point when he is conjunct with Neptune. So there's lots coming up. There's bold power moves, there's seismic shifts. And we know that we're moving away from the year of the snake, shedding the skin that doesn't serve us, metaphorically speaking, closing out those cycles. It's a rebirth. So everything that we've gone through, Pisceans, specifically talking to you here as well, everything that we've been through, it's all been for a purpose, because we've had to understand what we need to detach from, those cycles that need to close out, and that old skin that served us for a purpose that now needs to be released. Because this year, with the movement in place, with the shift in place, this is all about the momentum moving forward and aligning with that. So if you're feeling me on that one, if that resonates with you, please do drop a comment. And of course, I'm going to bring more videos relating to Saturn, certainly as we approach this big shift. I mean, I've joked and said that certainly for those of us on GMT, or where it's happening on the 14th of Feb, when Saturn moves back into Aries, because he was there for a brief time, remember, he gave Aries a little taster and gave Pisces a little break, and then he went back into Pisces, of course, to cover old ground. So he has been there, he's going to be back, but that's going to be the full movement forward. Anyway, I digress. But I've joked about saying that this is like a Valentine's Day present for Pisces, because he's going to exit the sign on the 14th of Feb, but that's for us in the UK, of course, on GMT. So Aries have got this to come. And of course, when Saturn moves into Aries, you've got to think of it like this collectively, that Aries rules the first house and it's all about the self. So he's been getting us in alignment with our soul values and our spiritual truth. And now it's applying that and really owning it as the self and the dominant self to propel ourselves forward in terms of what we want to pursue and what we want to achieve. Okay, gaining that wisdom from before. This is where Pisceans can help other people, and those with prominent Pisces placements that have been through quite tumultuous lessons the past few years can help other people to move forward, okay, and to understand what those lessons are for them. So just a quick video. I'm going to bring you more. I'll see how this video does, and if there's a lot of Pisces that actually, are drawn to this, I might do some separate Piscean videos on that, but do let me know your thoughts on it, okay? I'm sending you all the best. Much love, and I'll speak to you soon.